Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the decision day of Married at First Sight, Season 9, the finale. Okay. Oh, God. It has been a long day. And I'm going to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? Matt, whew, we're going to save Matt for last because Matt needs to be in the throat, okay? But if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. Girl, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Dun 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 and all that goodness. Like, comment, share, all that goodness that I do every single video. But I'm tired today. YouTube's acting crazy today. I don't know when y'all gonna get this video today because there's some kind of error thing going on and it's a whole thing, okay? But let me get it recorded so I can just get it uploaded and then see when I can get it premiered to you, okay? But yes, like, comment, share, follow me on IG at J_Lees_Corner, all of that. But just sneeze. Let's get started on this video. Girl, let's get started on this review, okay? I'm just all tongue-tied, y'all. So first up, we're gonna go with DEONNA and Greg, okay? DEONNA and Greg, and I skipped past all the rigmarole of the chatting and what we thinking. No, get me to the couches, okay? What they said on the couches. So for the most part, these two, I don't think anyone is surprised. I really don't. I think as much as DEONNA acted like, she didn't know what she was going to do, as much as Greg acted like, I think I need more, I think we all knew they would stay married. And they did, okay? I was like, I'm not surprised. Greg went first. He decided to stay married. And then she decided to stay married as well. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that these two decided, oh, God, it won't come out, to stay married. You know what I'm saying? People kept on saying they think that she's pregnant in real life, and that's why she wasn't on, like, the little after show thing. I never watched the after show stuff, so I never know what's going on. I hope she is pregnant. I think these two will be a great couple to go on happily ever after for Married at First Sight. If they were on it, I would watch it. Truthfully, I was. So, DEONNA does say how she is growing in love with her husband, and Greg said he's also growing in love with her too. I think they can be, a couple that lasts. I feel like this is an example of just a healthy couple who this is the reason that you come on Married at First Sight, to possibly meet someone that you can stay married to. And again, staying married and agreeing to stay married, past 8 weeks, it doesn't mean they're going to be together forever. But what it means is they have a great start to have a great relationship. Many people in regular life meet on a blind date, get married after a couple months, and then be together forever. So again, Married at First Sight for me, I think this is an example of the reason they have the show. Other couples, not so much. But this is what happens in life. It is what it is. So again, this is what the show is really about. Oh, I had a whole picture of them. See, they was happy and in love. And see, they look happy and not fake happy. Not even fake happy. Like, you know what? I can be with you. I can be with you too. Can you? Yes, I can. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's a whole match. I think they look like a good little couple. They seem to have grown together. Okay, together forever or whatever. So I would be interested in seeing them on, you know what I'm saying, happily ever after. Now, next up, we have, oh Lord, Keith and Iris. Okay, Keith and Iris. So beforehand, I seen her talking, oh, me and Keith are great. I think we're on the same page. You know what I'm saying? She had all these things to say, okay? And I'm like, Iris, to me, for that exact reason, I'm like, girl. Anyway, they get them together. And, Iris is like, you know what, I think we're a great match. I think the experts matched us perfectly or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They got us. We have the same this and the same that. And we're great. We're great, Keith was like, yeah, we are great. You know what I'm saying? We are both great people. She's an amazing human being or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have learned a lot from this marriage. She was like, but however, I had to approach this relationship different because, what I'm saying, she was a virgin. So that was a whole obstacle in our marriage or whatever. But I've learned from it. I've learned lessons from it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they say, well, you say that as if like that y'all have an issue. Like when you not attract, like when you were attracted to her, like I was absolutely, completely attracted to her. I wanted her. I wanted to be with her. It was that goddamn Iris that held on to that virginity like Fort Knox. She could not get up out of gold or Lucky Charms. I mean, anyway, Iris decided to stay married because I knew she would. And, I think she thought Keith would as well because as she said, we're great, we're amazing, we're a couple, we're paired well, we had all these great things and everything. And on Keith, like, you know what, I felt like Keith would do this. I felt like Keith would agree to stay married. And then I felt like when the camera wasn't rolling, he would divorce her. That's what I thought was gonna happen. He brings up how great they were together and how, she helped him through so much, through the death of his grandma. And how they had just grew so much together and everything. I'm so grateful to come because I met someone like you and everything. But I think that we are in different places individually. And when he said that, she was like, and I said, oh, I see where this is going. And for the most part, Keith told her, so I think we need a divorce. Hmm. And not that I find any joy in her being told that he wants a divorce. I don't find any joy in that at all. What I feel like is Iris was so immature that she really thought, oh, we're amazingly good together. Y'all have not had anybody who was married in feel, even if you've only been married, even if you've only known that person for 2 months, for you to feel like we don't have to have any sexual intercourse, any intimacy, we can't even have intimate conversation, you can't roll no sex dice, you not ready for marriage. Yes, marriage is about other things besides sex. It absolutely is about other things besides sex. But one of those things is sex. Okay, and while he said he said he wasn't really sexually frustrated. He said he just felt they weren't on the same level. They weren't. And they were not. She was very much so high school version, a freshman in high school, a ninth grader, trying to date a senior who done ran through the whole cheerleading squad, okay? And because I'm assuming Keith done ran through some squads, 'cause he looked too cute, But I felt like she wasn't mature enough to realize, oh, I'm in an adult relationship. Oh, I have a husband. Oh, a part of my wifely duties is to keep my husband satisfied, and that means sexually, even if you're a virgin, okay? If you were not ready to have sex with your husband, you should not have came to Married at First Sight. Period. I think Iris was delusional to think I can come on this show and he'll respect that I'm a virgin. We don't have to have sex. I mean, for the first month, sure. But I am a firm believer. If you came on this show, you should have known eventually in this marriage, I'm going to have sex with him. And me as a woman, I would have felt like, okay, I would have wanted to happen before the 2 months. Even if the dude was a virgin dude, you would need to have given it up for the 2 months. And I feel like Iris held on to it like it was like an ultimatum. Like and because he didn't want to seem like he was gonna pressure her into having sex because then he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't, because you can't pressure her. She said you can't do that. So he couldn't even really make her do it, for lack of a better term, or whatever. And even when he would try to talk about it, she would just, oh my God, I don't want to talk about this. She was childish. But Keith, on the other hand, was too nice to not just have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Have the conversation with her to let her know, like, not that it's a deal breaker, but I want you to know, I do feel like, your level of sexual maturity is down here. Down here. I'm up here. You're down here. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a conversation was needed on Keith, from Keith to Iris, just so that she's aware. But I also feel like he gave enough hints and she ain't pick it up. You wanna know why? Because she's sexually immature, and she's intimately immature. Like she's a virgin 8th grader trying to get with a senior in high school. She don't know the difference. She ain't know. And she's like, I don't get what you mean that we're in different places. I don't understand that. Like, she didn't get it. What you mean you don't get it, girl? Like, I just feel like, and I love what he said. He said, I feel like relationship experience plays a big part in a marriage, and you don't have that experience yet. And I think that goes beyond sexual things. That goes with conversation about stuff. She always seemed a bit childish, a bit kiddyish. It's like when all your friends is 30 and it's the one friend who's 22 but she cool, so y'all hang out, but every once in a while she starts singing bop by them boys Hanson. You like bop? You sing bop? Yeah, girl, we don't sing bop. We don't do that. We sing, you know what I'm saying, hot girls or whatever. It's the one friend who y'all cool with, but she's still young and she don't get it too much yet. And that's what Iris is. And I feel like she didn't realize Keith was a grown ass man. And it had nothing to do with her being a virgin. She could have been a virgin and still talked about sex and had a conversation. But she couldn't even do that. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. He does bring up how I just feel like I'm not sure if you're the right one for me in the long run or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, I guess I'll be at peace with that because, you know what I'm saying, I can't change it or whatever. And he like, look, it ain't nothing negative about you. Like, what I'm saying is not a negative about you. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. Period. You know what I'm saying? He said, I never want to hurt you. It's the truth. I saw the writing on the wall, but I thought Keith would like stay married just so that he didn't embarrass her on TV and then divorce her later. That's what I thought he may do. Because he seemed like a really nice guy. Like, oh, he wouldn't want to hurt her, but I respect that he was honest and didn't lead her on any further. I completely respected it or whatever. But I'm like, girl, I'm not shocked. You could not play with the sex dice right. Anyway, it's like you in the 9th grade and your boyfriend need help with his homework. And you're like, you know what, I'm helping with his homework because I'm a wife. No. Because she kept saying, I gave my all. I gave my all. You did if you was a 9th grader in high school with a boyfriend who did need help with his algebra homework. Then yes, you gave him your all your answers. Okay? But you ain't get him in your all. You did not, because you were not honest about things that you knew were going to a marriage. And I think Iris was like the idea of married at first. Like, oh, I can have a husband. He will understand me. And then it'll be cool. Like, she was lucky to get Keith. Because I think any other dude, not any other, but another dude may have been like not as easygoing as Keith was and not as understanding as Keith was. Keith was as understanding as anyone could have been. I don't think that he was wrong for, not wanting to stay with her. She's relationship wise, sexually wise, immature. But she's a great person. Anyway, whether with this, oh my God. This goddamn gnat. It's gonna drive me crazy. And next up, we have Jamie and Elizabeth. So, I mean, these two, I just feel like it's an episode of Cops or 911 or some kind of medical drama that's waiting to happen. I'm not sure which one. These two just mind-boggling to me. Okay. Because it's just not. I don't know where it's going. So Jamie brings up how we've had some hard times. We have hard times or whatever, but we've learned a lot with each other. Elizabeth, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought marriage would be easy, like friendship, but it's not that easy, you know what I'm saying? It's hard, there are a lot of hard times. And look, like, who thinks marriage is like friendship when it's a stranger? No, it's not how it goes. It can be how it goes when you know the person. Now, you don't know the person, but I'm like, why they teeth look the same in this picture? Lord Jesus. Anyway, they both bring up how, we bump heads a lot, but we have this chemistry. We have this chemistry that, you can't buy this chemistry. You could. It's called sexual tension. So as they sitting there, whatever, they talking about, you know what I'm saying, well, why did you leave the house or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because you shouldn't have left the house. He didn't say, well, I didn't know what else to do. I was at my wit's end, so you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to leave, but I just didn't know what else to do. Well, you could have stayed. Anyway, she brings up how, well, he doesn't like how much we have sex. And he brings up, like, well, I just don't like feeling rejected. And it's the same conversation, the same argument that you would have before. We can't, we can connect besides with sex. He said, yeah, but sex is a big part. Anyway, she brings up how I think we should stay married. I would be really, really crazy to not stay in this marriage, even though you have been mean to me and called me horrible, horrible names. Like she said that. You call me horrible names. You've been very mean to me. We've had these really, really bad lows. But I'll be crazy not to stay because of the good time. I'm looking like, what in the cops now? Girl? He then say, we had a lot of bad or whatever to overcome. You know what I'm saying? But we've had these really high highs, but we've had these really low lows. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying, what we gonna do, but I think we should stay married. I'm looking like, y'all really gonna stay married? Girl, I give it 2 years. I give it 2 years, and in the divorce, he will get her dogs because her dogs just seem to not like her very much. I was very shocked at the fact that they stayed married. I mean, they barely look happy. They barely look happy. I'm just like, that's what cop episodes are made of, and I just, you know, I don't have nothing else to say about that. That's really all that it is. They stay together. Last up, Amber and cheating ass Matt. Okay, now Amber hasn't confronted Matt since her best friend told her last night that he saw Matt with a girl. Okay, that he saw her out at a bar with a female that wasn't her. Okay, now Matt up here acting like, oh yeah, it's decision day. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Just acting like a whole stand-up guy. Acting like this man in this picture. He's a master manipulator. I'm gonna murder this goddamn net. God. Ugh. They just came back like today. So I gotta put out some vinegar. What's it called? Vinegar? Olive oil? Crystal? Whatever it's called. The stuff in the thing. Apple cider vinegar. What it is. Anyway, so this is gonna be a funny video because I'm getting mad at this goddamn net that keeps flying like right above, like right by my damn face. Anyway, so Amber looking like a whole guppy. Okay, let me put a picture at, because these two, I just felt like it was just foolishness ensuing. So they get to the little, the place where they got to make the decision at or whatever, and I'm like, are y'all sure? Y'all want to stay together? Y'all sure y'all want to do this? I would not have showed up to the venue, okay? Not after my best friend and told me he saw my husband cheating on me. Would not have done it. Anyway, again, Amber to me looks like a guppy fish because she's so freaking sad. She likes Dory. Dory from Finding Nemo, and that's what she looked like. It's just seemed too much. She brings up how she's scared to confront Matt about cheating, even though she know this stuff, because I care for him. You know what I'm saying? I just, I've told him things I've never told nobody else. Well, tell someone else. If you can tell this motherfucker, you can tell anybody else except him. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? And I think he cares for me. Girl, I have to cheat. No, he said he cares for Amber, but you cheat and Matt. Anyway, they get to decision talking time. And Matt, like, you know what, I didn't come home much or whatever, I was just, and now I know that was hard on her or whatever. He brings up, so the doctor said, well, no, she said he didn't come home much and it was hard on her. So the doctors asked him, well, why didn't you come home much? He then brings him, oh, we were having hard times. Like, we were having hard times or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I needed some space. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if I got some space, it would help me not leave if I just got some space and some time apart. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to walk away for good. Because he didn't want to lose that free rent and free vagina. Okay? So he we had our doubts at times or whatever. And that's when I wasn't coming home. But I was trying to make things work by giving us space. Is what he said. That's what he said. Okay? And I said, really, Matt? That's what you think, Matt? Okay. So she like, Matt, you're saying this stuff, and no, this is not true. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, tell us what happened. She then says, well, I was embarrassed at school. I was embarrassed at work because teacher friends of mine brought me into the classroom and showed me proof of him out with a girl and consistently asking girls to go out. So I was completely embarrassed by my coworkers, mainly because a girl he was texting and getting with was friends of her coworker. And so the coworker showed her the text messages and the videos and the screenshots of the conversation that this married man was. I said, "Oh, Matt ain't shit. Mm, mm, mm." They like, and look, the judges, look at they like, "Oh shit, what is going on here? Okay, what is going on here? Okay, you can see the top of my head." Because their faces was like, "Oh, are you serious?" He then says, "Oh, at the time, we were just friends then, and I was holding out hope for something." They like, "You was married, bruh." This was the experts. They like, "What? Are you serious?" Because he was seriously saying we were friends. And because we were friends, that is why I was out here dating or trying to date other women, because we weren't sure what we were doing yet. And she looking like this motherfucker here, or whatever. And he like, "I'm sorry for how I behaved." You know what I'm saying? "It wasn't your fault, Amber." You know what I'm saying? We started out really, really well. You know what I'm saying? But things happened, and then, I thought we can do better. You were actively cheating on her in the same city with people she worked with. Girl, Amber then says, "I don't know." You know what I'm saying? "I don't think you even gave me your heart or put any effort into this because, on paper, you're my perfect match." Like, it's crazy. But Matt is still making it seem as if they are a good couple, how he didn't mean to do. Girl, I was just like, "Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me." It was crazy. So, again, Amber, I don't know. We're just, you're athletic, you're tall, you're handsome, you're exactly what I need on paper. And you're kind of what I want. And I'm like, "What? What?" She says, "But I want a divorce." I was like, "Thank God." Okay. I want a divorce. And Matt looks a little upset. You know what I'm saying? And then Matt then says, "I think this is the best option," or whatever. I'm like, she said, like, "You could have saved me heartache if you had just left me. Like, I wish you would have just walked away instead of hurting me," or whatever. Matt is proof that you can be attractive and look good on paper and be a complete asshole. Okay? A complete, she was blindsided by how attractive he was, by how tall he was, but he was a complete jerk. He was worse than the dude from last season who we think was gay. He's worse than that, okay? He's a master manipulator, because he was lying to Amber. He lied to the other people. He lied to the therapists and to the experts. People was like, "Oh, I can't believe y'all picked him." He told them exactly what they wanted to hear to have them pick him. I'm like, was he even really beefed out with his family? Or his family may think he's overseas somewhere playing ball? Oh, he is a master, because every time he would talk on camera to the other people or whatever, he had this whole thing like, "Oh, we're good," or whatever, "We're getting together." This is bullshit. Master manipulator, because for him to have faked all of that, and I know the doctor, Pastor Cal, said they didn't even know he was so estranged from his family. He probably not. He just didn't tell them nothing. Matt is a liar. Matt, I really hope everyone sees this. I'm surprised he was even doing the little after show things, because I'm looking like, you gonna look like a whole jerk. Because I'm like, the fact that I would not have been able to be around him and recap the show without being pissed off at him for what he did to Amber. I'm like, you ain't shit, bro. Anyway, we do see the couples meet up at the end. Deanna and Greg, was it Deanna and Greg, or no, Jamie and Elizabeth, plan to like cook for everybody or whatever. So, they all meeting up to see, what decisions were made. So Jamie and Elizabeth and Deanna and Greg were down first because they were picked to be married. The other two couples were upstairs or whatever, and they were like, "Well, I wonder what happened with the other two couples. When they're gonna come down?" And I'm like, "I don't know if they're coming down or not." So we do see Keith and Iris packing up, whatever, and she's like, "This will be the last time we'll ever live in a house together. We won't ever sleep in the same bed together." I'm like, "Y'all barely slept in the same bed before. That's all you're doing, sleeping, a little sleepover." Okay. Anyway, so he like, "Yeah, it's gonna be hard or whatever, but It is what it is. So, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. I'm like, girl, stop trying to figure it out. You should know by now. Amber and Matt packing up or whatever, and you can tell Matt is over it. Matt just wants to leave. He wants to bounce to the point where she's like, you know what? Should we get the photos off the fridge? He's like, I don't. Sure. And then she's like, oh, you know what? He like, I don't. Do you? She's like, no, I don't want him. He just like, I don't either. But she still had him take him off. And he just put him in the trash. I'm looking like, Matt is, you could tell he was over it from the beginning or whatever. I'm like, Jesus. So they go downstairs. Amber come out crying. We're never getting divorced, So she talking to DEONNA and Elizabeth, and she tells them he was talking to other people, he was dating other people or whatever. He was on all these things behind my back, whatever. He was a cheating piece of crap. Okay, my friend saw him leave the bar with another girl after being there with her like the whole night or whatever. He would all the stuff, and they're pissed. I can't believe he would do. I can't either. I would have also been pissed off and upset or whatever. And they like, why didn't you just tell? Like, why would he just tell you that he didn't want to be married anymore? And that's true, because he girl, ooh, he ain't shit. So Iris come down, and Keith wasn't coming down with her either. And they're like, oh, so what happened? What was it? Because she was still wearing a ring. Oh, so what happened? She said, I'm gonna let you ask Keith, because she's like, Keith is the one who made the decision, so she doesn't want. Keith is the one that made the decision, so she does not want to say what she said, because she didn't break it off. He did. So we then see Matt walks up, and DeOnNA like, so Matt, how's it going? What's going on? It's going good. Yeah, it's going good. And then Aaron like, I feel like you hated me. I'm saying, I feel like you hated me the whole time. He like, no, I didn't hate you. But he then gets asshole, but there's nothing left to say or whatever. That chapter's closed, you know what I'm saying? And he like, I just don't want to talk, he did not want to be there. I think they forced him to come down for the scene, and he was over it when she said she didn't want to be married. That she did not want to be married anymore, because he was over it. He was only gonna stay in it as long as she allowed him to do what he was doing, okay, or whatever. And so she's like, I deserve more. Okay, I deserve more. He said, and I hope you find it. He was so cold and like did not care. And Elizabeth like, why would you marry her? Like, why would you go on dates with the girls for weeks knowing you were married to her? Like, why do that to her? He like, I mean, we were married, but we like just met though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just friends. I'm like, what? It was the most asinine thing. He said, so because we were just friends, I went and I was looking for attention elsewhere. I'm looking like, bruh. He was trying to keep his options open while being married. I'm like, I just cannot. And everyone is like shocked, because for the first time, I feel like we were seeing the real Matt. I think the Matt before, who was with all these good answers, that wasn't him. This the real him, and this why he's single. Anyway, I'm seeing, and Matt like, I've already moved on. I'm not gonna argue nobody, whatever. I'm leaving. And he got up and walked away. I'm like, oh, you ain't shit. Okay. So the other day asked Keith what's up or whatever, and then he like, oh well, Iris chose to stay married, but I said that we should not. He said, I feel like we're just in different places right now. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what the future holds, but right now we're just, we're getting divorced. But who knows what will happen later on down the line? And then she brings up how they'll be friends forever. Who knows what's gonna happen? Y'all do not need to get back together. And I don't want her to have sex with him in order to think that'll fix it. I think Iris needs to date around, and she needs to get a little bit more dating experience, and she needs to mature, just like 20 in her head. Anyway, that was the whole episode, y'all. We'll see what happens on the reunion. I'm done. Peace.